SpaceX new Raptor 2 engine upgrade is completely insane. We have SpaceX today because Elon Musk wants humans to be an interplanetary species between Earth and Mars, and the Starship will be utilized as a shuttle spacecraft to help him achieve this goal. We don't know when SpaceX will fly to Mars, but it's an exciting moment to be alive since people might be on the Martian surface before the end of this decade. Elon Musk has surprised everyone by building a very large space rocket from his little vision of traveling to space and settling on Mars. This is the Starship and the Raptor engine that will it into orbit. The Starship was built large enough to carry a gigantic tank containing enough methane fuel for it to go from Earth to Mars without stopping somewhere, such as a gas station, to refuel. Another reason the Starship is large is that crew members will be traveling to space and spending months there, so they must stock every necessary scientific and engineering equipment as well as food in the Starship. And the Starship must have essential rooms such as the kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, and some other rooms that is certainly useful. Reason why the Starship should be so big. Remember that this large and heavy cylindrical vessel will have to travel far into space, and for its size and weight, it will undoubtedly require very powerful engines to safely propel it above the Earth's gravitational force, which will work against its upward motion to bring it down, but the Starship will have to overcome the force of gravity exerted on it during liftoff with the help of its powerful Raptor engine. This is TechSpace. In this video, we will enlighten you about SpaceX's most powerful engine, which is called the Raptor engine, and the necessary upgrade that has been done on it that earns its new name, Raptor 2. Before we continue with the gist, we are inviting you officially to participate in our giveaway. We'll be giving out a brand new iPhone 13 Pro and $5,000 in cash. To participate, click the subscribe button, enable the notification bell, and leave a comment with the secret keyword mentioned in this video, then watch the whole video to the end. It's as simple as that. Now, let's get back to the point. First, we'll discuss the distinction between the Raptor 1 and Raptor 2 engines. SpaceX has developed a physical engineering mystery known as the Raptor engine. Other SpaceX rockets, such as the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy, employ the Merlin engine. These other sorts of engines can really lift off a rocket from Earth above the Earth's atmosphere, but they aren't powerful enough to lift off anything as massive as the Starship. The extraordinarily heavy booster is connected to 29 of the extremely powerful Raptor engines. This Raptor engine was upgraded by SpaceX to a new design called as Raptor 2. The Raptor engine, also known as the Raptor 1, is a series of full-flow staged combustion cycle rocket engines designed and built by SpaceX engineers for use in the SpaceX Starship. The engine runs on cryogenic liquid methane and liquid oxygen known as methalox. Its engine produces more than twice as much thrust as SpaceX's Merlin engine, which drives the Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy launch vehicles. Here are the significant improvements made to the Raptor 1 engine that caused it to be renamed Raptor 2. The key changes between Raptor 1 and Raptor 2 include far cleaner piping and wiring harnesses, as well as a larger combustion chamber throat, which enables the engine to deliver greater thrust in approximately the same package at the expense of a small efficiency loss, according to Musk. Musk has mentioned the possibility of a power-optimized Raptor variant with up to 300 tons of thrust in the last 2 years, but as time has passed, SpaceX has decided to keep the Raptor family as streamlined as possible, opting for just 2 variants, one with a sea-level nozzle and another with a larger vacuum-optimized nozzle known as RVac. Musk said in May 2020 that the sea-level model has a thrust of roughly 200 tons, but there are plans to enhance this over time to 250 tons, which is the upgrade we are talking about. And this was ultimately proven when Musk tweeted that current plan is to increase base Raptor thrust to approximately 230 tons, or increase booster engine count to 32 or 33. All Raptors on booster, whether fixed or gimbaling, would be the same. 33 by 230 gets approximately 7,600 tons of thrust. And these 230 tons are about comparable to 500,000 pounds. The Raptor vacuum, also known as RVac, is basically a rocket engine designed specifically for space maneuvering, similar to a modification of the regular Raptor engines that would propel the Super Heavy booster and the Starship stacked above it, beyond Earth's atmosphere. The vacuum engines have extra-wide nozzles and can work more effectively in the vastly different environment of space than the atmospheric Raptor engines. When completed, Starship will be equipped with 3 RVacs, as well as 3 extra conventional Raptor engines for missions that will carry it to the deepest reaches of the solar system. The RVac engine's first static fire occurred at the conclusion of a 7-hour test time frame. This is when Starship S-20's engines burned, but only for a pre-burner test, which is when just the first half of a static fire test occurs, breaking out before complete ignition kicks in. The first comprehensive static test, however, began on October 21, 2021. A little more than an hour later, the Raptor vacuum conducted a second test fire, this time using both the RVac and the Raptor center engines. This was the first time both kinds of rockets were shot at the same time, as well as the first time two static test burns were completed in such a short period of time. Wait a minute while we remind you about our giveaway and stand a chance to be the luckiest winner. The secret keywords in this video that will qualify you to win our giveaway gifts are pre-burner test. Simply make a comment with the words in the comment section below to be one of our lucky winners. While it is impressive, SpaceX has technically pushed the Raptor 1 prototypes ahead. Musk subsequently admitted that there was some damage there, but during an August 2020 stress test, a very young Raptor 1 engine made it to 330 bar and lasted roughly 10 seconds at chamber pressures over 320 bar without fail. However, if the Raptor 2 prototype also reached 330 bar, it would have generated around 252 tons of thrust, which is 12% higher than its Raptor 1 predecessor. Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX, has implied that the company just performed the first test of Starship's new Raptor 2 engine. Aside from kicking off integrated static fire testing of a revised, operationalized Raptor, the initial prototype has likely become the most powerful engine of its kind ever tested before blowing itself. While not as successful as the first static fire campaign of a full Raptor 1 engine, which survived several tests, the early demise of the first Raptor 2 prototype is still a routine part of engine development and marks the start of a process that will eventually result in a super heavy booster with 50% more thrust than the next most powerful rocket ever flown. Unsurprisingly, the only Raptor 2 prototype ever built exploded during its maiden test, when SpaceX pushed it to over 107% of its maximum rated thrust and main chamber pressure. According to Musk, a new cutting-edge SpaceX factory would eventually mass-produce between 800 and 1,000 Raptor 2 engines per year at the company's massive McGregor, Texas, rocket research and testing facility. Raptor vacuum manufacture will continue at SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, California, alongside development on mystery new experimental designs. This factory will be built with the main goal of producing Raptor 2 engines and doing extensive research on how to improve on the upgraded version. If everything goes as planned, the facility could also become the highest output rocket factory ever built, producing hundreds of Raptor engines per year to outfit a vast interplanetary fleet of starships and the Earthbound Super Heavy boosters that will send them to Earth orbit, the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Musk tweeted on July 10, 2021, "We are breaking ground soon on a second Raptor factory at SpaceX Texas test site. This will focus on volume production of Raptor 2, while California factory will make Raptor vacuum and new experimental designs." SpaceX is in the midst of a lengthy licensing procedure with the Federal Aviation Administration to decide if the Elon Musk-owned company will be permitted to launch its Starship into orbit from its Boca Chica, Texas facilities. But it doesn't mean it can't keep moving ahead. According to a tweet from the business, SpaceX showed a video of their Raptor vacuum engine mounted to a Starship prototype in what became the first integrated test fire of the space-worthy propulsion system. In other words, Musk's fledgling space empire is far from over. Starship is SpaceX's main deep space prototype spacecraft, planned to one day transport people to the Moon and ultimately Mars, and we anticipate Musk to work on making his and his supporters' aspirations a reality. Are you ready to win our giveaway prizes? Please do well to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and while you're still around, why don't you click on one of those flashing videos on the screen for more content?